plan for you, something that you've heard always, but something that, it's always kept away from you, right? So are you guys excited? Can I see a thumbs up? What's in store for you? Oh, nice. So many thumbs up. All righty. Let's get started. So, who is this?
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark. Okay, Marvel lovers here, huh?
Tony Stark.
Marvel lovers. Good. Nice. So I hope all of you are ready, and let's get started. Come on. So, can you see this? Can everyone see this? Okay.
Yes.
Can anyone tell me what this is? Okay, first of all, no one should answer without raising their hands. Okay, this is an expectation that we set in the beginning, right? And I trust you people. You guys are very good students. I know that. So I trust you to, at least follow this simple rule. All right. Great. So I will be asking. Okay, Nandini has raised her hand first. Yeah, Nandini, go ahead. Okay, it was by mistake. All right. So Somana Gauda, is that the way I pronounce it? You can unmute. Somana Gauda. Yeah, you first unmute yourself and then speak, please. All righty, it's all right. Sir Taj, you can speak next.
So this is the bill of something that someone has brought. So there is written that the subtotal is 258 rupees, but they are written CGST and SGST. So GST and many other taxes are taxes by which government earns money. This is the way the government earns the money from us.
Awesome, Sartaj. Awesome. Nice. Okay. That is right. This is a bill of one of our friends who went to a good restaurant to eat today. Okay. So they got this bill. And this bill... one second, guys. All right. This bill has something interesting. You can see that there is a subtotal. Then the subtotal is only 258, but we are paying something extra. 6.45. So you add those 6.45 and 6.45, that is around 12.90. So you're paying 12 rupees 90 paise. That's around 13 rupees you're paying extra. Why should I pay extra? I mean, it's just 258. Why should I pay extra? What is this? I mean, why? So the concept that we are going to teach today is taxes. All right. Taxes is one of the most fundamental financial structures in the financial system of every country, not only India, every country. And I guess if no one tells you about taxes, you won't know until you are 18 or 19. Okay. Because even parents think that taxes are so complicated that children cannot understand. But it's always good to give it a shot, right? To give it a shot to at least start what taxes are. Perfect. Let's get going. So the big question, I'm sure most of you have heard taxes. I'm sure that most of you have also seen your parents do taxes. Have you seen your parents do taxes? Guys? Okay, you should don't raise your hand when I ask such questions. What you can do is you can give that reaction thumbs up. All right, perfect. All right, there's a reaction button there. You can use that. Perfect. So let's see what exactly this interesting thing is about. Okay, so even I didn't know what taxes are. Okay, so I had to read about it, and finally when I was 18 or 19, then I knew what taxes exactly are. So don't worry, you guys are quite early than me. You will become much smarter than me after this session. Okay, so what are taxes? Taxes are mandatory contributions levied on individuals or corporations by a government entity, whether local, regional, or national. What I did was I simply read the definition. What it means is taxes are something that we call a mandatory support from our side, from the public side towards the government. All right. Why is it? We'll see it in the next slide. But what is it? It's just a contribution that we make apart from a part of our income to the government. Perfect. Okay, good. Is there okay? We can take doubts later. All right. So, all right, I'll just take some pain to explain these things to you. Okay, so you get your first paycheck and the government is like, give me my money. Where's my money, right? And the second one is like, if you ask me what taxes are like, then taxes is like when someone you buy a very you buy a cookie or you buy something that's very kind dear to you, and when someone just goes there and eats half of it, how do you feel? You feel like, what? Why? It was my favorite. Like, maybe you love some chocolate and your cousin just comes and eats half of it. How would you feel? And every time you bought that chocolate, half of it is gone. So it's a little frustrating, isn't it? Okay, that's how taxes feel, but it shouldn't be that way because you'll be learning what exactly it's for in the next slide. But yeah, now I guess half of you have this question in your mind right now. I know. Why should I give something that is mine? That money is mine. I've earned it. I work 9 to 5. I work like 10 hours a day. Why should I give my money to someone else? Why should I give my money to the government? Excuse me. So, okay, who wants to take this question and try the answer? Okay, Nandini, please go ahead.
Sir, the government uses the money we pay for taxes to help our help the public facilities of the place we live in. Thus, it is used in our benefit. Thus, we should pay it.
Perfect. I guess that's the right answer. That's that's one of the most perfect answers ever. So that's exactly why you should pay taxes. All right, and let's see what the coming slide has. So there are two main reasons. As Nandini mentioned, the roads that you see, the bridges that you see, the government buildings that you see, the several thousand welfare facilities that the government launched are all financed by taxes. It's through the taxes that you pay that the government gets money to do all these stuff, right? If you do not pay taxes, then how can you expect a good road for yourself? How can you expect a good bridge to yourself? You get it? Anyone has any doubt in this first point? If you have any doubt at any point, you just raise your hand, right? Perfect. The next point is the salaries of employees and administrative charges. What are administrative charges? Basically, if you work within a company, work within, let's say, a government entity, so there is a fixed amount of charge that the government spends on you. They give you certain facilities in that setup that needs to be paid, right? I mean, if you are a let's say if you're a police officer, then there are certain facilities that you'll get for free. Okay, so government needs to finance that, right, through somewhere. So that's why taxes come into picture. Okay, so these are the two main reasons why taxes are important. If anyone has any doubt regarding taxes, please raise your hand. Yeah, sir, Taj, please tell me.
Sir, if any person is working or under a government organization, sir, will he has to pay taxes or not?
Please tell me once again, repeat your question.
So if any person is working under a government organization, will he have to pay taxes or
Yes.
not?
Every person has to pay tax, but there is a certain criteria of paying taxes. Okay, if your family income, this is something that I shouldn't have included, but just telling you, if you're in India and your family and your net income is less than 5 lakhs, you do not need to pay any taxes per annum. If you're earning 5 lakhs per year, less than 5 lakhs per year, you don't need to pay any taxes. But it does not depend upon whether you are a government or a non-government employee. You have to pay taxes regardless of what you're doing. All right. And see, there's a little bit of philosophical thing that I need to tell you guys. Yeah, Manshu, please tell me.
Sir, why we 5 lakhs?
Yeah, Manshu, I didn't get your question. Okay, are you asking ki why is it only 5 lakhs? Why not some other number? Are you asking that? Why is it
Yes, sir.
fixed on 5 lakhs?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
it's basically a budget that the government releases every year. Okay, I suppose you have seen that just around February or there's a budget speech given by the finance minister of India, where she tells ki which sectors will get how much money. So in this budget meeting, there's a budget meeting every year. In this budget meeting, everything is fixed. Okay, कि they tell us कि हम इस चीज के लिए इतना पैसा रखेंगे, इस चीज के लिए इतना पैसा रखेंगे. Railways will get this much. The employees will get this much. You'll get this much hike. So every year there's this meeting, high level budget meeting, which is public. Obviously, it can be seen on TV, and there everything is released. And why they do it, it's beyond us. Okay, they do it because they are experts. They know what's best for our country. Perfect. Manchu, did you get it?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Perfect. Anyone else has any doubt? Yeah, Radha, please tell me.
Excuse me, sir. If we not pay tax, means what will happen?
Okay, if you do not pay taxes, you are the one who is at loss. Okay, and it's illegal to not pay taxes. You can get an income tax raid on your directly on your doorsteps. Someone can come. These income tax officers can come knocking on your door and asking you for like, why haven't you paid taxes, and you can get a heavy fine for that. So it's very advised that you finish your taxes on time. There's a set limit. You have to finish your taxes before this time. All right. It's illegal, and
Yes.
you can also be receiving imprisonment as well as a heavy fine on not paying taxes. Perfect. Yeah. Gaming with Lather. Please tell me.
Sir, I am Rohan Lathar.
Yeah, Rohan. Yeah, Rohan. Yeah. I remember you.
Sir, can we save tax legally?
Yeah. Can we save
Sir,
tax?
Legally.
Legally save tax. So this is something which is a little bit deeper into finance, and we excluded it. But I'll tell you, there are some few investments that if you make, you can you can excuse taxes. So there is something called this EPF fund. It's called Provident Fund. And there's something called this. If you donate for a charitable cause, then the money that you donated is exempted from taxes. There's some few things that you do that can help you exempt taxes. That you will learn when you deep dive into finance. But since this is a basic course, so we do not want to give you too much of haphazardness so that you become too overwhelmed, right, Rohan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. If you wish to learn, you can always Google it and read articles, but it's a little difficult. So it's advice that it's done step by step. So at the end of this session, we'll be giving certain links and resources and on the group. You can all go through that, and you can have a good time, reading what exactly it's about. And yeah, Nishal, please tell me.
Sir, my mother told us, sir, if we invest in any, we have any loans, or taxes will decrease.
If you have loans or taxes, I am not sure. The loans do not, I guess not, because what you're talking about is income tax. Whatever income that you earn, it's directly what if your mom earns like around 10 lakhs per annum, so she'll pay a certain amount of taxes regardless of what financial debt she is in, right? It does not depend. Hello. Yeah, it does not matter whether or not she's in a loan or not, right? She has to pay that fixed amount of tax from there. Perfect. Okay. Anyone else? I see people have lots of doubts, and it's very natural. I had myself 20 doubts, so very natural. So that's why we are here to answer. So please feel free. Perfect. So there's something philosophical that I was talking about, and I'll tell you guys what's philosophical is. In our country, do you feel that in our country, most of us feel that taxes are a burden? कि यार क्यों काट रहे हैं पैसा? मतलब हमारा पैसा है, why should we give them their money? You get it? It's taken as a burden in our country. You see it? Do you know how many people in our country pay taxes? Can anyone estimate? Okay, first of all, tell me, who knows the population of India? right now? Aditya, tell me.
It's approximately 1.457 billion.
1.457 billion. 1.457. Yeah, it's a little over the line. You're very close, a little over the line. Okay, let me ask the next one. Okay, good try, Aditya. Very good try. Nukul, how much is it?
1.45.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
1.45. Okay. Aditya was 1.457. Okay, so almost close around the lines. Yeah, it's 1.4 billion. Okay, it's right. You guys are, but you know what? That 0.05 million means 5 lakhs. So you know it's quite up and down. All right, it's 1.4 billion. That's 140 crores. The population of India is 140 crores. You can put down your hands, guys. Okay. Now, how can anyone tell me out of these 140 crore people, how many pay taxes? Yeah, Aditya.
I'm not
Yeah,
like
Aditya, please.
sure, but yeah, I think that some 60 to 90% people or something like, I'm not sure. It's just an average.
60 to 90%. Okay. Anyone else would like to take a guess? Yeah, Shubham.
I think it's between 50 crore to 100 crores.
Okay. Okay. ठीक है. Next. Anyone else? I love the guesses. Okay, next it's let me call out the name. Yeah, Manshu, tell me. What's your guess?
Sir, only 5%.
5%. Okay. I don't know what 5% is. Tell me the number. Okay, no worries. Good try. Good try, Manshu. Nandini.
So less than 20%.
That's a very diplomatic answer. Good. Okay. So okay, with all the answers, I'm very glad you guys tried. Only 82.7 million. That is 8 crore people. 8 to 9 crore. You can take it 9 crore. 9 crore people out of 140 crore pay taxes. Only 9 crore. That is around just 6 to 7%. Do you think it's a good number? It's very low. The number of taxpayers in our country is very, very low. And that is the reason why it's one of the biggest things that is hindering our country from developing, right? So don't take taxes as burden. In developed countries like US, almost 50% people pay taxes. In our country, it's just 7%. So that's why they are developed, right? Because the people there, they understand the value of taxes. So even we should understand the value of taxes, right? So I hope all of you who are here will be responsible citizens. You will pay your taxes on time, of course, when you start earning, all right? So do not take taxes as burden. It's something, it's for your benefit. It's for the government to grow, all right? Perfect? Yeah. All right. Yeah, Sartaj, please tell me. Okay, Radha. Go ahead, Radha. Tell me your doubt.
Sir, did government employees also pay the tax for?
Yes.
Them?
Everyone pays taxes. Everyone. It does not depend whether you are government employee or not. You have to pay taxes. Okay. Okay, Radha. Okay. Yeah, Nishal, tell me.
Sir, the taxes will decrease, sir, if we have a loan, sir. I checked it in the Google, sir.
Oh, is
It will
it?
decrease. Yes, sir. Under section 24 of IT Act, sir.
Mm-hmm.
There is there. It is there.
Okay, just let me ask someone. Someone in the panel wants to confirm this. Anisha
Yes,
and all?
sir, my father it will decrease.
Or is it? All right. All right. So I'll take that
Yeah,
as a
also 1 minute. Also to
Anisha.
add on the fact that do government employees pay tax? अभी आप आगे देखोगे there are several types of tax. Okay, like 6 to 7. Government employees, I believe, are exempted from income tax, but they have to pay the other taxes.
Sir, I sent it in the chat box. Check it, sir. Sir.
Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. As per the section 24 of the IDA Act, the loan amount is used to purchase or construct a
Sir?
piece of property. The interest paid can be
Sir, I
claimed as
sent
an
it in the
exemption.
chat box.
Yeah, I'm reading it. I'm reading it. Hence, if you avail, if the person don't to buy or renovate your house, eligible to tax deductions and okay. So yeah, one of our friends did some research work. Okay, and I would take that as a mistake to address that question. So I'll tell you. There's a rephrased form of it. So there's a section in the IT Act. IT Act stands for Information Technology Act. It's one of the laws passed by the government, and it says that if you take a personal loan, if you take a loan to do some house stuff or whatever, you take a personal loan, you are eligible for a tax deduction. All right, so you pay a little bit of less tax, right? That does not mean you will take loans. Okay, that does not mean you will take loans to decrease your taxes. Okay, it's financial planning. We take loans only when it's absolutely necessary, right? Perfect. So pardon me for that, I'm sorry. And let's go. Let's move on to the next part. If does anyone have any question? Okay, Rohan, tell me. This will be the last question because we are running a lot out of time.
Sir.
We took a lot of questions. Yeah.
If one person is earning per month 25,000,
Okay.
he or she will give tax or not?
1 month 25,000. So you can see that in 12 months he's earning how much? Can you tell me? He's earning only 3 lakhs, right, Rohan? In a year, that person is earning only 3 lakhs, right? So that is less than 5 lakhs, the margin of 5 lakhs. So he's exempted from all taxes, right?
Okay, sir.
You got? He's exempted from income taxes. That means nothing from his income will be deducted. Perfect. Let's jump on to the next slide. It was a long time that we spent on this slide. Okay. So there are various types of taxes, guys. It's not only one type of tax that you pay. That's only income tax. It's because we only know income tax. That's why. Let's go on and let's see what kind of taxes we have. So firstly, we have income tax. Obviously, most of you are aware of this. It's the tax you directly pay of your income. There's a payroll tax. What's a payroll tax? So if you're working in a company, okay, let's say the company is, let's name some company, Google. Let's say you're working in Google. So what happens is Google gives you some form of, Medicare or social security programs. And there's a certain percentage fixed by the government. This much is the payroll tax. And that tax will be deducted by Google from your salary to give you benefits like social security programs, medical care. Got that? Perfect. Is that clear? Perfect. Good. If anyone has any doubt, they can raise their hands and we'll clear it. Okay. Perfect. Let's go to the next slide. Corporate tax. It's very self-explanatory. It's a corporate tax is the one that government directly imposes on the company. All right. If a company is earning like around, let's say,
Hello, sir.
it's earning. Yeah, Nishal. Yeah, Nishal, tell me. Okay, perfect. So corporate tax is the one that government directly charges from the company. Perfect. If a company makes certain profits or certain income, it makes like, let's say, around 1 billion in one year. So a certain percentage of it will have to give into the government. All right. It's called corporate tax. Sales tax. The bill that I showed you in the beginning, that was sales tax. All right. You got that? That was sales tax. Perfect. Property tax. Okay, what is a property? Basically, the lands that you own or any asset. For now, let's not dive into what assets are. Assets are basically something that puts money in your pocket. All right, that brings money to you. Right, that's an asset. Something that. Yeah, Rohan.
The tax is on jewelry also.
No, not on jewelry.
So GST?
Yes, on jewelry, yeah, it'll be the sales tax, na, Rohan? It'll be the sales tax because it's also good, right?
Hello?
Every goods are charged with taxes. Yeah,
Hello?
yeah.
Hello? Can anybody
Yeah,
hear
Nishal.
me?
Yeah, Nishal.
Hello?
Okay, Nishal, you can. Amisha, please put it in the chat that he can rejoin after. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, and there is an estate tax. Okay. So what happens is, let's say you, not you, let's say Mr. A is the owner of some property, some money and all, and let's say he died. Okay. So a part of all his property will have to be paid to the government as an estate tax. Perfect. If you are holding lots of, not you, if let's say Mr. A is holding a lot of money, a lot of land and all, so it cannot directly be inherited by his ancestors, by his successors. What they have to do is they have to give a portion of it to the government as an estate tax.
Hello, sir.
Perfect.
Can
These
you
are
hear
the.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Nisha.
Sir,
Yeah,
my screen got stuck, sir. I didn't see
it's all
anything.
right. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. Perfect. So, guys, these are the six different types of taxes. And if you have any doubt in any of the tax, you can please ask us. Yeah, Dikshit. Okay, Dikshit, please go ahead. Ask your question. I can't hear you, Dikshit. Okay, Radha, please go on, Radha. Ask me a question.
Sir, can you please explain another once again estate tax?
Estate tax. Let's say, Radha, there is someone called Mr. A. Mr. A has a lot of money. He has properties, he has lands, and he has whatever savings that he has in his bank, right? Okay. So when Mr. A dies of any ailment or any accident or something, so the money, the property cannot directly be taken by his son or something. They have to pay a part of it as taxes to the government, which is called estate taxes. Got it, Radha?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, Radha. All right. Next is Kavyansh. Please unmute and ask.
Sir, please,
Yeah.
sir, please tell me again payroll tax.
Payroll tax. So, Kavyansh, if you go to work in a company, what they'll do is they'll deduct a part of your salary, all right, and tell you that this part of your salary will not be given. Instead, this part will be used for your medical care or for your other benefits. Okay, that is called payroll tax. That's deducted by companies. Right from where like when they're giving a salary, they deduct it right from the source. Perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
Next. Okay, there are too many questions. So I'll address one more. Two more questions, and then we can move on. Okay, SSR Ravi. Ravi, please tell me. Okay, Dikshit.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, Harsh. Okay, who is it? Yeah, Dikshit, I can hear you now.
Sir, if the employee don't want to cut payroll tax from his salary, sir, can he stop? Can you inform the company to stop the deducting payroll tax from his salary, sir?
Very valid question. I guess I'll ask one of our panelists to take this question.
Can you repeat the question once?
Ma'am, if in our salary the company is deducting the payroll tax, no, ma'am. We don't if we don't want the tax, ma'am, to cut in our salary, can we inform the company that we don't cut this amount like that?
Okay, so right, some companies do have that provision, but most of them don't, because government has like mentioned that payroll tax should be taken by the company. So it is a government clause, but yeah, some of the companies do give you an option. And for most of the others who don't, like जो exempt नहीं करते हैं आपको, they give you choices like you can buy Medisure insurance with it, or you can perhaps go for some other type of insurance.
Okay.
Is that
Yes,
clear?
sir, thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you, Misha. Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Rohan, yeah. This will be the last question, and further questions will be taken up in the following slides. Yeah, Rohan.
Sir, school also take payroll tax.
Schools.
No, schools don't.
For employments like teachers and drivers, conductors.
Okay. Yeah, in that sense, they do for all the employees, whether they are in like any sort of company, corporate, government, private, anything. For all the employees at a certain place, payroll tax is cut.
Okay. Yeah. Ravi, can you please keep the question? Okay, you may ask, Ravi. Please go ahead. Ravi? All right. I guess there's some problem on his end. So, people, this is it for the taxes. Okay, there's something else left. Okay, GST is left. All right. So, have you heard of this goods and services tax? Can we get a thumbs up? Okay, nice. So yes, I suppose at the in the beginning of this, what do you say? In this workshop, day 3 of the workshop, I suppose we showed you the bill, and we showed you that there was some CGST, there was some SGST, right? So that's what the goods and services tax are about. Okay, let's see what goods and services tax is. Goods and services tax is a type of tax levied in India on the supplies of goods and services. Basically, if you buy any good or if you buy any service, all right, service is like going to a restaurant, having a food, that's service, and goods are like anything that you buy. For example, one of my friends bought a pair of shoes. So no, if she bought a pair of shoes, that comes under a good, right? So there will be a tax levied on it. That's a GST tax, all right. There are 4 types of GST. Okay, it's called they are integrated goods and services tax, state goods and services tax, central goods and services tax, and union territory goods and services tax. All right, so the 4 types of goods and services tax that we have in India. Perfect. All righty. Now I'll ask my co-teammate Janki to take over from here. Janki.
Yeah, Shivam, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, students, budget is on the topic. So, do you guys have the idea of budget? I mean, what do you think of budget? Have you heard of the word called budget in your home? So, raise your hands. You can answer the question. What do you think the budget is? Yeah, Aditya, you can speak.
Budget is basically a set amount of money that is supposed to be used for all purposes of a specific time period. Like several people decide their annual budget and they try their best to use only that set amount of money for the entire year for whatever they want to use it.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Does anyone want to add some more points? Yeah, Rohan, you can go on.
Ma'am, our government also make budgets for our whole entire annual budget for whole country, all department of countries to run their work.
So yes, basically budget is like keeping certain amount for the certain thing you want to do. Like you might have heard about monthly budget in your home, like as if you want to buy something and you ask your mothers like you want to buy toy or a dress, they'll be saying like this is not in our budget. I mean, they'll be keeping some amount of money for certain thing like current bill, mail, paper, and everything. They're assigning some money to some items. So the cost of all those and the expenses and the calculation of all those is like some budget. So can we move to the next slide, Sivan? Yeah, it's basically the estimate of income and expenses, as you all guys have told. So let's speak about an example here. We'll give you a situation to you. Sure. Okay. Let's imagine you're going to a mall every month and you have a pocket money of 500 rupees. And also you are seeing a game zone there. And the minimum value of playing in there, having a play card is like rupees 400. So what will be the scheme of yours to have? How you will be spending the 500? Do anyone want to answer this question? How you will be spending the 500 of yours? Would you like to go for the playing games, or do you like to spend shopping or eating? What do you like to do? Nandini, you can go ahead.
Ma'am, since the 400 rupees is spent on games loan, we have only 100 rupees to spend on other things. So I would think we would spend it on food, most probably.
Okay, how you'll be dividing the money?
Ma'am,
Just a minute, sorry to interrupt. शिवम options दिखा सकते हो?
Okay. Yeah, Nandini, you can go on. How you'll be dividing the money?
You can consider these two
Ma'am,
as your options, all
ma'am, I
right?
will choose B option because it is better.
Yeah, in the option A, we'll be spending 400 at a time for the gaming card, and we'll be spending the remaining 100 for eating and shopping for that month. And in the option 2, it's like you'll be saving 200 from your monthly pocket money for the mall, and you'll be spending the 300 for food, shopping, and all. And then when you visit the next time to the mall, I mean next month, you can use the 200. I mean, you have total 700, right? So you can use 400 for the game and 300 for your shopping. So which option would you like to prefer? Yeah, Aditya, you can.
Easily option B, because we are not only will we be able to eat and shop 2 times, we will also be able to get the gaming card and play games in the game zone. So like it's basically
Yeah,
it's much better than the first option.
yeah. Sajjad, you can speak. You can tell your opinion.
So, ma'am, I guess it's my personality that I'll buy something little thing for my parents.
Yeah, okay.
So like
Nice.
thank them for giving me the money and go to mall every day.
Yeah, it's a nice option. Okay. Yeah, Radha and Ravi Prasad, option two. Yeah, as you guys can see, the option B is the most feasible one and the better one. So, did you guys understand what is like budgeting? It's not like budgeting. Did you guys understand what is like prioritizing means and also budgeting? Or okay, Shivam, can we move to the next slide? Yeah. Now we also learn as you have now heard the word called prioritizing. Let's speak about needs and wants. So, what do you guys think about needs and wants? I mean, do you think they're same, or you have feel there are any differences between them? Yeah, Nishal, you can speak.
Ma'am, needs are things that you which are mandatory and you need to buy them. They are very important for you. Wants are
Yeah,
something that you just want them. They are not just important. They are things which you want to buy.
yeah. And Aditya, you can Aditya first unmute yourself and speak.
Uh, yes, ma'am. Basically, needs are our basic requirements like food, electricity bill, water bill, that stuff. Basically, without which you can't live in the society.
Yeah,
And wants are the stuff that you just desire. Like, yeah, I have some money, I can just purchase it. But yeah, you can live your life happily without it.
yeah, absolutely, you're correct. Absolutely, you guys are correct. So basically, needs is the basic requirement you want to, and want is the desire to buy that. So this is the difference between wants and the needs. Wants are like, as I already told, it is the desire to want, is it the desire to have that, and it's a wish to have that. And needs, as you know, that it is a requirement. It should, I mean, you should need that to do some task. You should need that to survive. So let's take an example that you get a pocket money of 10 rupees while you're going to school, and your stationery is completed. You went to the stationery shop while going to the school, and you have 10 rupees. You need to buy stationery, and you see beside that you see the chocolates. So obviously you want to buy chocolates, but you need to buy stationery because ma'am calls you at school. So this is the difference between wants and needs. So I guess you guys understand the difference between wants and need. Okay, do you have any other questions, guys? Do you have any doubt regarding this wants and need? Okay, I guess no one has any doubt. We can move further. Let's, Shivam, can you move further?
Time for some surprise.
Yeah, of course. As you learned all the 3 days in the workshop, so let's have some fun and reboost your skills. So let's play some games. Can you guess some games names? What you have kept for you in the inside? Can you guess the name of the games? Yeah, Aditya.
guess something, like guess the term or guess the thing, whatever. Guess
Okay.
something.
Okay. Anyone other? Would you like to guess? Yeah. Nishal?
Quiz about the topics which we learned.
Okay.
Hmm.
Or yeah,
People are
I guess.
smart out here. They are guessing it very well.
Yes, you got yeah,
Nice.
Sartaj.
MCQs
Kya?
or something like that. But nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
You
time.
guys are so close. Let's reveal that.
Yeah.
Mm,
Let's
yes,
play
the
crossword.
crossword. It will be very funny. So let me
Okay.
first tell you the rules of this. Uh, we'll be going one by one. So people, you raise your hands. You'll be guessing the word. Okay, let's start
Okay.
from here.
First of all, listen, how do you do it? Firstly, we'll go across. Okay.
Yeah,
Across means like this. All right. So first we'll do 4, then we'll do
four,
7, then 9, 10, 11, 14. Got it,
and
guys?
then we'll come to the down column, and then we'll be doing first. Guys, raise your hand, and then we'll ask, call your name, and then
Just
mute.
a minute. Like what I think is na, instead of like asking them to raise their hands, we can take the answers in the chat. That way more
Yeah.
people will like answer.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
That's good.
yes,
That's
guys.
good.
Yeah.
You
So,
drop your
guys, put down
answer.
your hands.
You keep the number of the and drop your answer in the chat box, and we'll say that. Okay, let's start
Okay.
from the first one. Fourth
And
question
guys,
across.
sorry, एक second, Janki. Do not answer पहले से. Like let that question come in, and only then you have to answer for it. Don't answer for the other
Yeah.
numbers before.
If you answer, then that means you're giving someone else the hint. Okay. So you are helping someone else win. Okay.
Yeah. So let's start from across, and the
Number
first one is
4.
you borrow this
Hmm.
from a bank. So guys, I guess so many have answered in the chat box already. Yeah,
Oh,
loan.
nice.
Nice, nice guys.
Many loans.
So let's
Okay.
see the answer now.
Perfect.
Yeah, of course. Well done, guys. It's the answer
Correct.
is loan. So let's go forward. Seventh one, standard currency of United States. I guess most of the people know that. Yeah, the answer is flowing in the chat box.
Nice. Smart
Yeah,
people.
very smart guys.
Okay.
Yeah, dollar.
Next.
Well done. Next one, they give loans and accept deposits. What are those?
Hmm. Good.
Nice guys. Yes. And tenth one, a system or type of money. And it is a 8-word answer.
Okay.
One
Who's
girl
that?
has already answered, Nandini.
Okay.
Or
Nandini is.
yeah, it's
Okay.
great thing.
Good.
Or
Good.
guys,
Good.
come on,
Good.
answer that. It is a 8-word. Yeah, answer is currency.
Perfect.
Great.
Nice, guys.
11th, 11th one, what you owe. Um, it is a forward answer. So guys, come on, start the flow of the answering in the chat box. 11th one, what you owe. It's a forward answer.
Very good. Very good, people. Very good.
Yeah, yeah,
That
guys.
is dead.
14th one, good to have if you wreck your car or if your house catch fire. Wow, you
Oh my
guys got
God.
the
That is
answer.
fast.
You
That is
guys got the
fast.
answer.
Nice.
Nice.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
Good. So
that
let's
is the
go down
answer.
now.
Shivam,
Okay.
reveal the
Okay.
answer
Sorry.
for
I'm not
14th
showing.
one.
Oh, yes. Yes. It's
Yeah,
insurance.
it's
Perfect.
guys. Let's go to the down. It represents ownership in a country.
In
Yes,
a
yes,
company.
guys. Yes, yes, you're getting.
Okay.
Wow, wow. You guys are so smarter.
That is stock. That's right.
Right. Second one, a group of stocks you can buy is called a mutual dash. Yeah, you guys
Nice.
got that. It
That's a
means
fun
you
one.
have attended sessions
Correct. That's the thing.
very regularly and nice. You have learned so many things. So let's go to the third one. A precious metal that people often invest in. Of course, you can. Chalo.
No, no doubts here.
Oh, the flow has gone. Yes, gold.
Okay. Money the government takes now, guys.
Yeah, you have learned that.
So yeah, everyone has
Nice.
attended today's session. Good.
Yeah, a credit dash is the common way to pay for things.
This is a little hard. Oh, good.
Mm,
Great,
yeah,
great.
yeah. Okay, eighth one. What you pay for borrowing money? It must be a sure answer, guys. Chalo. Yes. Nice.
Perfect. Yes, it's
Perfect.
interest. Okay.
12th one. This helps you plan how to speed your money. Wow, guys.
Hmm.
Chalo, you got it. 13th
Perfect.
one. Standard currency of European Union.
Let's see who gets this.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice. Got this. You
Euro.
guys have
Yes.
enough general knowledge. You guys. Okay. I guess you guys are all had much fun in this and learned so many things.
Very
Do
nice.
anyone have doubts regarding anything answer or anything, any clue or that? Do anyone guys have doubts? Yeah, Nandini, you can go ahead.
People who have
Aman,
raised their hands right now can put their hands down. Okay. I suppose it's by mistake you raise your hands.
okay, Aman,
Yeah.
okay,
Nice. Okay.
okay, guys. I guess you guys had fun in this game.
Nice.
Chalo,
Yeah.
next
Thank you,
game.
Janki. Thank you so much for this amazing game. I guess they all enjoyed a lot. Right,
Yeah, we
guys?
can see the responses. They enjoyed a lot and they learned a
Nice.
lot these days.
Yeah, and I see that you guys have answered literally almost everything, which is really amazing because even let's say me, I learned finance a few months back. Even I didn't have this kind of retention. Okay, so you should give yourself a good kudos. And this is your first
Chalo,
step in
guys, clap
learning
for
finance.
yourself.
Yeah. Can you do
Chalo,
that?
clap for everyone.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's really a nice thing.
Great. So, guys, after this beautiful game, now I guess most of you have gained some interest in finance, right? I suppose before hearing about finance, you only had two things in your mind, right? It's either science or it's maths or
It's
it's
biology,
English, it's
doctor.
biology. So most of you have know that it's either engineering or doctor, when you grow up. But I guess this is the attempt that we wanted to make. We do not want people to just go on becoming engineers and doctors without any reason. All right, finance is equally important. You just imagine if there's no tax system in a country, if there's no one to manage our money properly, do you think it's possible to lead a normal life? I guess no, right?
Shivam,
It's
one
just
minute. Kushal has raised his hand. I
yeah,
guess he
Kushal, please
has,
go ahead.
have some doubt.
Yeah, Kushal.
I guess no.
Okay,
Continue,
all
Shivam.
right.
Sorry.
Okay, so people, I hope this effort of ours was kind of fulfilling on your end. You got to know a little bit of stuff about finance, and so what we want to do is right now, we want to tell you what are the for example, you know now what finance is. If you know what science is, what are the career options of science? It's engineering, it's becoming a scientist, it's becoming an astrophysicist. There's lots of stuff going on. But if you know finance, can you become something? Can you do a job out of finance? All right, that's the question. Let's see what are the job opportunities of being of good having a good knowledge of finance. All right. Okay, I'll be addressing all the questions. Okay, wait a second. Is it questions or is it some answers that you want to give? Go on.
Someone
Okay.
mute yourself and go on.
Okay, the first person in this. Yeah, Nishal, please go ahead.
So if we have finance, we can be financial advisors, ministers, and we can arrange these financial layouts for the countries and all, these plans and
Correct.
all.
Right. Okay, and Sartaj, once you answer your question, put down your hands. All right, guys. Okay,
So we
Sartaj.
can be an accountant, a finance minister, and also the rate income tax rate or something that guy. I don't know what that.
Perfect. We'll tell you, of course. Next.
Yeah, financial.
Next, who's next? Let me see. Next is Aditya.
Yes, using finance, we can become financial consultants or professional people who invest in stocks and get mutual funds and that stuff.
Perfect. That's also correct. And let's take another answer, Nandini.
So we can become chartered accountant
I was
or
waiting for that
bankers.
answer. Right. Nice. I was waiting for that answer. Perfect. Okay, let's take one more last. Yeah, Radha, go on.
Sir, we can become a nice bank manager.
Perfect. You guys have you heard of this stigma in your family ki bank mein naukri is like a small thing? Because I've heard in my family, they are like, bank mein naukri is a very small thing. Ki kya hota hai ye sab to, right? Some families understand what banking is. Okay. Yeah, Bhavya, do you want to say something? Yeah,
Hi, my family. I like to say that my family know how bankers are. Bankers is not a small job. My my family appreciate this job.
Nice. We are really glad that this happens because most of the families don't know what they do, right? So right now you are having the knowledge of what exactly the career options in finance are. So, guys, these are the six options, and I'll tell you each one of them what they do and what is it about. Firstly, we have corporate finance. What is corporate finance? Yeah. Just a second. Okay. I'll answer your queries after this. Rohan, I'll answer your queries after this. Perfect. So corporate finance basically relates to, raise a capital. For example, you're running a company. So you will think of how do I raise money for my company? How do I go and pitch people? My company does this. So I want money from you as an investment. That is corporate finance. That's knowing where to go to ask for money and how to invest money. Perfect. That's corporate financing. And it's one of the all these six jobs that you see are one of the most paid jobs in the world. All right. These you talk about engineers, you talk about doctors. These six people are if you talk about salaries, these people have the highest salaries. All right, because it's a very tough job. It looks simple, but it involves a lot of decision making. And remember, when it comes to decision making, it's really difficult. It's not easy to take decisions. There's something called investment banking. This is something that I'm personally pursuing as well. And investment banking is when you help people make investment decisions. All right. There are some investment banking firms. There are companies who do this exclusively. Okay. I can name you some companies. There's something called BCG, Boston Consulting Group. What it does is, for example, one of you is the CEO of a company. All right. Your company is just growing. It's a new company, but you want to know what should I do for my company so that it goes to the best path, right? So you'll go to an investment bank and you'll tell them what should I do, where should I invest my money. So there will be someone called an investment banker, and you'll give your money to them and you'll be like, please tell me the best way to invest it, and they'll show you the way. That's investment banking. All right, guys. Perfect. There's something called portfolio management. Portfolio management is a relatively simpler term. What it tells you is, let's say you have some assets. Assets means, let's say you have some money, you have some stocks that you've bought, you have some property, some lands. So all this together is your portfolio. Your portfolio is whatever you have. You have money, that's also your portfolio. You have stocks that in some companies, that's part of your portfolio. You have land, that's part of your portfolio, right? So if you hire someone who knows how to manage all this at once, it's called a portfolio manager. All right. Do you understand what's portfolio management now? Perfect. There's something called equity stock market research analyst. What is it? So basically, you know that stock market is a very, very risky game, right? It depends upon how nicely you know about stock markets. There's a lot of study you have to do to understand what stock market is. So someone who can understand the stock market, who can analyze the ups and downs that's going on in the stock market, if the price will increase or decrease, if he can do it well, he's called a stock market analyst. It's these six things. No, it's like these are the six jobs which many people don't know about, but these are secretly the most paid jobs. They are you can't imagine, because even I came to know this very lately and I was just shocked. These are out of the blue. All right. And these are tough jobs, as I mentioned earlier. There's something called a financial risk manager, number 5. I guess one of you can explain this to me. Financial risk manager, it's very simple. Aditya, I'll take only one answer. All right. Yeah, Aditya.
Basically, financial risk managers are the people, you know, who teach us or advise us on how to reduce financial risk till the greatest extent possible.
Perfect. That's the perfect answer. Financial risk managers are someone who gives you advice regarding what investments, how you should make, where you should make, so that you take on least risk. Or even if you take risks, they are calculated risks. All right. Finally, that's the is chartered accountant, something which is really difficult to become, but it's really worth it. It's a very good job, chartered accountant. What they do is they do everything together. All right, chartered accountants, basically some people of big companies, they hire chartered accountants to do all the accounting work, to do all the financial work. All right, so the CA person knows what to do exactly to manage everything in a company regarding finance. And there's an exam for chartered accountant which is very infamous for being extremely tough, and it takes a lot of time to it takes around 5 to 6 years to get through chartered accounting exams to become a chartered accountant. All right, those were the six most sought after career options in finance. And I guess we are at the end of our workshop. And firstly, I'll be taking your doubts, and then we'll be goodbye. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Nishal, tell me.
Sir, there are also many YouTubers also, sir, who advises about finance, sir.
Yeah.
It's also become very famous these days.
Yes, definitely. Finance. The thing is, we do not know what finance is. The thing is, we never. There's no one to tell us. School does not teach us finance, right? School teaches us things which we, there are things which are very abstract. Okay, you have to learn it. Obviously, it's necessary.
I know
at
about
some point.
CA, sir, chartered accountancy.
Yes. It's great. It's a you guys, if you find like that you are interested in finance, please go for it. It's really something worth it. All right. Next one will be Rohan. Yeah, Rohan, you were waiting for a long time. Sorry to keep you waiting. Rohan.
Sir, may I add one more career with the help of finance?
Yep, surely. Please go ahead.
Sir, we can also open a financial business. We can give loan to people.
Okay. And where will you get the money to give the loans? Yes, Rohan, where will you get the money to give loans to people?
Sir, I will open office and a financial office. I will give loan, and they will be give me some thing that with the help
loans,
of that.
To give loans, you should have money, right? So first, you have to learn money, right? You have to know. You have to get money to give loans, right?
Yes, sir.
So that you need a lot of finance. You need a lot of money to start your loan giving business. All right. Perfect. Next we have Sartaj. Yeah, Sartaj, please go ahead.
So we have to go to an investment banker to help us in investing.
Correct.
So can we just we have to give them money, right?
Yes.
So can we just buy books? So also books will with money, but can we just buy books? Because I think that books are a very, what can I say, very
Okay, I'll ask
good.
you one question, Sartaj. I'll ask you one question. You tell me yes or no. If I give you a book on cycle, a 500-page book, can you read that and ride a cycle?
No, sir, I have to practice riding a cycle.
That's the thing. Investment bankers are experts. And we people do not go singularly. Like I as a person won't go to an investment banker ki aap mujhe bataiye ki mujhe kahan paise lagane. No, we don't do that. Big companies who have millions and millions of rupees, they go to investment bankers. And investment banking fees are very high, very high. They one projects cost millions. Okay, they'll give you one advice and they'll charge you millions of dollars. Right? We have Radha. Radha, please go ahead.
Sir, is there any course about finance?
Yes, Radha. I'll actually we've talked about this. We'll give you the course links in the group. You are in the group, right? Please, guys, do not leave the group. We'll be passing on the links the courses that you can do, the resources where you can learn finance from. All right, Radha, that's is that it? Okay. Yeah, Rohan, tell me. Go on, Rohan. Okay, I think he's just he didn't put down his hands. Yeah, Nishal.
So where can we know about these more workshops, sir?
Uh, More workshops. I guess it's very rare to find people teaching finance to children.
Not finance,
They
sir. Other workshops
yeah.
also.
Yeah, Nishal, actually, you're connected to us now. And if there's any workshop that we are conducting from our sides, which we will be probably, most probably will be conducting workshops again. So we'll be letting you know. We'll let you know in the group, all right? And we'll reach out to you personally.
Nishal, on
And
what topic do you want to have workshop on?
yeah, you can let us know.
Computers, sir. I like computers. I'm learning coding also, sir.
Oh,
Nice,
Computers coding.
nice. Okay,
I'm learning coding, sir, right now.
perfect. Which class are you in?
Take a seventh, sir.
Okay, 7. Are you from which board are you from? Which board of education are you from?
CBSC, sir.
CBSE. All right. ICSE has coding from 7, so I had done coding from 7.
No, sir, we don't have coding, sir. We just
Yeah,
have
yeah,
some
yeah.
basics
I
of Python.
got it. Yeah, yeah. I've seen CBSE. Okay, perfect. Okay, so guys, okay, let me first. All right. Yeah, Shubham.
I think we have some kind of test, right? Like it's mentioned in the Daksha group.
Yes. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention. Yeah. So what will happen is you guys will get a link to the test. So if you, heads, can you please tell more to the children about this? Nilesh.
about the quiz.
Yeah, Nilesh.
Okay, so in few days we'll be having a quiz. You need on the topics that you were taught in these 3 days. You need to attend those quiz, and depending on your score, we'll give you the certificate, and if possible, we could give some prizes too.
Yeah, so like just quizzes just to test your knowledge, respectively. Like if you perform, if you have attended the workshop, you will be easily able to answer. It's really simple. And if you perform good, we might give you some prizes too. But the exact date we will announce it in the group. And just to conclude this workshop at my end, I think before taking further doubts, I hope you have enjoyed it. So in this last slide, this last slide we discussed about some finance, some careers which you can pursue in finance. But uh, but you are there. You might be, you might be wanting to select some other careers options, like you guys would be selecting maths or science or anything else. Like so. We are here, like we are from IIT Kharagpur. All our panelists are from IIT Kharagpur. So if you have any doubt regarding any other career options, we are also here to help you about that also. Like if you want to discuss anything, but after the finance wale questions are there, we can discuss other options too. Like if you are interested. So I don't think you will get a panel of IITians sitting with you very often. So yeah. So if you have any doubts regarding anything, we are here till the end. It's today is the last day of the workshop. We are here till the end. But initially, first try to clear your doubts regarding this particular session or this particular workshop. All right. So, yeah.
Yeah, guys. So yeah, you can take full advantage of this opportunity to have this panelist of people from an IIT, and you can ask any doubt that comes to your mind before. Firstly, you can just clear out your finance doubts. Yeah, Sartaj, yeah, please go ahead with your doubt.
So I also have a workshop suggestion that I would really like to take. So can I?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So like you may know some entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, Ratan Tata, Mukesh Ambani, etc. Right?
Yep. Yes.
So like they have minds, like very sharp minds. They think of the future.
Correct.
So they have very sharp minds. So they can invest, sir, so quickly, sir, and also make profits of billions.
Right.
So please arrange a workshop that can take teach us how to make our minds also run sharp like that. We can think of the future, sir, not like that time machine, sir. So we can, uh, sir, please understand my thing,
Yeah,
sir.
I got your point. So, Sartaj, those people who do that, I'll tell you one thing. There's one statistic about entrepreneurship. How many of you think that all entrepreneurs are successful? How many of you think that 90% of the entrepreneurs are successful? How many of you think that 50% of the entrepreneurs are successful? Only 1 out of 10 entrepreneurs or 1 out of 20 entrepreneurs are actually successful. All right. So see, entrepreneurship is what? It's creating something that's in your mind to reality, right? Someone had an idea that, okay, let's start a company. I guess most of you know what's shadi.com. And most of so one day one person had key, let's get people married through, online. And it might seem like a stupid idea, right? It's stupid if it wasn't real, but that person tried his best to create that idea into reality, right? Now what the thing is, if you have a group of people who are extremely good in creating the product, and managing where to ask for investments, and and take the risks wherever it's necessary, then you can create a good startup. But there is something in a startup that you should all embrace, and that is luck factor. All startups have this factor of luck. Not all startups will become successful with just your hard work. You can work hard 24 hours a day. You might know that Elon Musk was about to lose Tesla. It was about to lose both Tesla and SpaceX in 2008, the Great Depression of 2008. He was about to lose both of his companies. So he had a brilliant business plan right then, which boosted both his companies, and now he's one of the most he's the richest person in the world. So there's something called luck.
Sir,
There's
no, sir.
something.
He's not the richest, sir.
He's not. I said one of the richest. He's not the richest. Yeah. So guys, it's more about and you should be very passionate to be an entrepreneur. You cannot be normally reading books and just doing these workshops to become an entrepreneur. You have to think out of the box. Yes, Ratnesh, you want to add something?
Yeah. So yeah, it was an interesting question basically, but yeah, there is a luck factor as Shivam said, but never stop working hard. That's the most important thing. Like, you are all school students, you have a very very long career or very very long learning life ahead of you. So never ever stop working hard. Try to read books, try to read whatever you are taught in the schools. Particularly I find our 9th and 10th class science and economics books are really interesting if you read it the right way. The NCRT, even the NCRTs also. So, and read books, watch YouTube videos, learn whatever you like, just learn. You don't think about it, okay, मैं YouTube देख लूंगा, पढ़ लूंगा. Just don't think about it, just don't learn it ऊपर से. Just go ahead and find some good course. Ask your seniors, ask your cousins and relatives who are in the field. Ask us, you can ping us anytime and start learning. Okay? If you keep learning, you might be an entrepreneur, you might be whatever you want to be. Okay? That's the point.
And I want to add that initially we had registrations of 300 students, but at the end till today only 27 students stayed with us, and those are you. So this shows that you have curiosity to learn something new, something other than your academics, and your consistency. You work from first day till here. So I guess these are the qualities that an entrepreneur needs: curiosity, wanting to learn new things, consistency,
Consistency,
and
that's the important thing.
most of you weren't shy in asking questions. So these are the qualities that you have. Out of 300 registrations, at the end we have is you. So your future is bright. Like, we could predict that.
Yeah, Rohan.
So thank you so much, sir. Sir, this is very motivational.
It's
Sir, next workshop will be how many days? After how many days?
That's not yet decided, Rohan. It'll be soon that we can tell you that, but it's not yet decided. And if it's organized, if it's organized, it'll definitely be conveyed to you. Since you are joined with us for this workshop, it'll be conveyed to you with personally. We'll call you up. All right. And you guys,
even if there is not a workshop recent in coming days or weeks, we will try to share any resources if we got about anything, if we get to know about anything interesting which might be good for you to learn, we will share with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yeah, Radha, please.
Sir, they will check backgrounds of investors.
Who will check backgrounds of investors?
Sir, banks.
Can you frame your question like once again? Can you tell me the entire question once again?
If they will check the backgrounds of who are investing, no sir, they will check the backgrounds of them.
To take a loan, to give a loan?
No sir, to leave them to invest in the bank.
Oh, you're talking about investment banking.
Yes sir.
Okay, so what happens in investment banking is, let's say a company gives its entire data to the investment bank. They give whatever profits they have made, whatever business plan they have, all background of the company is given to the investment bank. And then the investment banker who is there, he processes all the data. So if you become an investment banker, you'll process all the data, you'll do all the research, you'll do all the market analysis, and finally you'll give them a decision. You'll tell them these are the ways you can invest, these are the portfolios you can make. All right. So every detail of the company is with the investment bank in order to give them the right decision. Right, Radha?
Yes sir.
Perfect. Anyone else? Any doubt apart from finance also is welcome. Yeah, Rohan.
A person study from India and he went to America for a job. So that is good for our country or bad?
That is absolutely it's there are two ways to see it. All right. So he might have gone US, or he might have gone US to study because maybe what he wanted to study is not there in India. All right. So it's all right if he goes outside to study. All right. And it's a little bad for our country because we are losing talent, right? If someone is very talented and he's leaving our country, then definitely that's our backdrop for our country. All right. So it's that way you can take. Yeah, Rohan, you have one more question? Follow up?
Sir, but in our country there is very low employment. So what will he do? What will he do?
Yeah, that's the thing. But there are options, right? If you are someone who is very successful, you can easily get a job in India too. But what happens is not everyone is dedicated to make this nation, right? There are only certain people who stay in India and they build the nation. Okay, if someone is not interested, it's their personal choice. We cannot judge them based on that, right? If someone wants to go out and do work, we are no one to judge. It's his wish, right? He's qualified enough to do it, right? Okay, Radha. Yeah, you may ask a question.
Sir, it is important to know about finance to every citizens.
Yes, it is. It is. If you know about finance, you can become better financial managers. You can know how to keep your money so that you can make the best use of money. See, if you do not know finance, you might lose a lot of money in your taxes. All right, you may pay unnecessary money in your taxes. So if you know a little bit of finance, you'll know methods how to save money in taxes. So good people who know finance are always better, are always good in handling money. All right, Radha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else? Yeah, Rohan.
Sir, I like this workshop very much. This workshop gave us very knowledge about finance.
Thank you so much. That's a really it's a very sweet statement from your side. And guys, all of you who are here, it's a real pleasure to see you. Let me tell you, like all the 3 days, we were so excited to see you. All our teammates, our heads, our CEO Ratnesh. And we all were really, really excited to see you with all these 3 days. And we kept on talking about you and how smart you were in asking those questions, even after you left. So we see that your future. Remember, Sardaj asked a question about entrepreneurs, right? And I told that 1 out of 10 people become entrepreneurs. There were 300 registrations, and 10% of that is 30. So who knows? These 30 people are the next entrepreneurs, right? So what you need to do is you need to just keep this curiosity, this this idea of learning new things every day alive, right? And if there's any workshop that you come across, please go and learn something that's not in your books. All right, it'll always benefit you. All right, I'm really glad to have you all here. Yeah, we can take some final questions. Yeah, Nishal.
Sir, if 100% of India pays taxes, sir, will our development of a country will be more fast?
Yeah, it will definitely be faster, because you imagine 6% people paying taxes. US is paying 45% taxes. Norway is a country where people pay 100% of the people pay taxes. You know that?
Yes, sir.
Literally everyone pays taxes out there, and you can see that Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, all these European countries are very developed. You'll see those countries and you'll be in awe of what
Sir,
they are.
if we make rules like rules which are made in Singapore, can so Singapore has developed very fast, sir. If can we make those type of rules for a faster development?
Nishal, there's something called a method is used specific to a country. Singapore has very less population. If the population, see, it's very factored based, right? If Singapore has low population, it's very easy to direct people. But India has a whopping population of 1.4 billion. That's 140 crores. So it's not easy to make people understand what exactly things are about, right? You tell me, what is more easier, is to lead a group of 3 people or to lead a group of 20 people? 20 people, right? It's harder to lead a group of 20 people. That's the exact same problem with India. The population factor always hits hard.
Sir, more than population, sir, people say that the religious factor also hits, sir. But sir, I saw some videos, sir, in which Sri Lanka made some Singapore made some rules like, sir, according to the population, they have more than India's population per square kilometer, sir.
Okay.
So they made like
Yes,
rules
sir. I am
in a building,
agree with Nilesh.
but in a building, sir, there should
Yes,
be
sir, I also
30%
do
people
agree.
of Singapore, 20% people of that religion, and 10% people of this religion, sir. They're equally dividing the religions to create more unity and all, sir.
All right. Okay. So what you're saying is, yeah. Rohan, please.
Sir, but in Singapore there is no religion. They don't depend. They don't depend on any religion. They in Singapore 78% are Chinese and 8 or 9% Indian and some other countries population.
There are many Malaysians, Indians, Singapore people, and some other people from other countries, foreigners like America and those, sir.
Okay. See, guys, one thing that you should embrace about our country is the culture. India is the only country with such a vast belief on God, right? This makes India special. People literally come to India to see this religious thing, right? You cannot you cannot just say ki just because India is having too many religions, it's hindering their growth. That is not the most the topmost factor of its underdevelopment. India is underdevelopment. It's still developing. It's doing its best it can to to uplift the country. And just blaming one factor is not actually in it's appreciated, right? You should always understand ki our country, it's a little poor, right? It's still growing. It'll need some time. And when you see it's developed, which our government is really doing great in that, and when it's developed, you'll see that things will start normalizing on its own, even though there are people from various religions, right? It's not about religion or something. It's about education. It's about educating people. And since there are so many people, it's very difficult to relay that piece of information to so many people. That's why it's taking time. All right. Yeah. Okay, Rohan.
Sir, by after some time, if India will be developed country, India will not follow any kind of any religion.
What? India will be a developed country and then?
India, no any people will follow any religion.
No,
This,
that is not.
they are not related. Yeah, basically they are not related. Like in US also, many people follow Christianity, so it's not related to how developed a country is. So it's not a factor basically for development.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, last question,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
last
can you give me any tips, sir? I also want to study in IIT, sir. Can you give me any tips?
So that is like
Yes,
the
sir,
most.
please, sir, please.
Yeah. That's the most common question. We get it every day. So there's only one word. I think all of my panelists will agree. There's only two words that can get you into an IIT. One is hard work. Just work hard and just see nothing in the world. And second is consistency, which is Ratnesh was, he was focusing on that earlier as well. You have to study after class 10. Okay, I'll just give you the method. After class 10, you can join a coaching institute, which they can direct you well. And there are some people who try to do it on their own, but you should ideally join a coaching institute. They are people with expert, just like investment bankers, they're expert in investing. Coaching institutes are the best in teaching you for JEE Advanced. Study 2 years. Forget that you have anything in life. You just study. That's the thing. That's the key. It's really tough. Believe me, we have all gone through that. We've cried a lot. It's tough. It takes time. It takes patience. But if you are dedicated, if you are really, your heart really wants to be in an IIT, you will do it. Okay, that's the
Sir, I already joined coaching, sir. This year when I wrote the exam, sir, I got selected.
Okay, which that's too early, but yeah,
So
which coaching?
aren't you in class 7th or something?
Sir,
So that's
for 8th class, sir, I got, sir.
Okay. So yeah,
Which
even if you join a coaching, it doesn't matter. Like keep exploring other parts of the work too. Like you can explore technologies like AI, ML. Some were mentioning
Sir,
AI, ML or
sir, I like
computer science.
AI, sir, and
Yeah,
coding.
you just keep exploring those. Keep exploring finance. Keep exploring other fields. Keep exploring. I hope you all must have some hobbies. Like you must be playing guitar, playing some sports, singing and all. Hobbies तो होंगी ना सबकी.
Yeah,
So
sir.
so yeah, this is the age of enjoying too. But yeah, you should work hard. You should study, but also keep exploring along the way.
Yes,
That's
sir.
yeah.
Sir, I had one thing to tell.
Yeah.
Sir, you told some people in India pay only tax. I think that first we want to educate more people. Afterwards, we can easily got many people to pay tax.
That's the point, Radha, right? That's the point I was trying to make all this while. It's because of this big population that we are not getting many people to understand what taxes are. They only take it as a burden. But when we finally reach a stage where we can relay information properly to all parts of India, then you will see that easily the thing will start growing. The number of people paying taxes will start growing. Right now, less people know about taxes. They think, it's better to just not pay and stuff. So it'll take time, but it'll happen. Yeah. So people having lots of questions. Yeah, it's my pleasure, Sartaj.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a question, but first I'll just give an example. So, sir, every one of you may know that Dubai is a very developed country, right?
Yeah. Of course.
So
It's not a
it
country,
it
Sartaj,
has
just to correct you. It's not a country. It's the capital of United Arab Emirates.
yes, sorry, sir. So it has very strict rules. Like if you are on the road driving and you give any bad word or like some bad thing, like you have a fine of 50K US dollars.
Right? Okay.
On the other hand, India, so India doesn't have that strict rules on this thing.
Okay.
Sir, I think
So
so
what will
because
happen if
Dubai,
India has that much strict rules, strict laws, strict rules?
Dubai is just a tourism country. Because most of them are tourists there. The citizen population is very low in Dubai. It's just a
Yes,
tourist country.
it earns most of its revenue by tourism.
Okay.
Yes.
सरताज
More-
नहीं, if you ask this question, do you think इंडिया में होना चाहिए या नहीं? Like, what is your perspective on this?
मैम होना चाहिए मैम, ताकि वो हम लोग डरे और ना करें इंडिया के अंदर, जो लोग जो गंदी जगह चले ना करें।
चेक रह पाएगा इन इतनी बड़ी पॉपुलेशन में?
इतना इतना यू अंडरस्टैंड ना, दुबई छोटी सी जगह है,
Exactly.
वहाँ पे लोग बहुत कम होते हैं, तो इजीली चेक रख लेते हैं वो लोग, उनकी टेक्नोलॉजी भी बहुत सही है। और जस्ट टू करेक्ट यू, टूरिज्म से उनका ज्यादा पैसा नहीं आता, उनका ज्यादा पैसा ऑयल से आता है।
I was about to say that, yeah.
उनके पास तेल है इसलिए उनके पास इतना पैसा है, अदरवाइज इट्स नथिंग स्पेशल अबाउट दोस प्लेसेस, ऑलराइट। एंड द फैक्ट दैट दे हैव lots of money, they can hire bestest of people to engineer their buildings and all their technology, that's why. ठीक है, yeah Rohan.
So implementing a rule like you guys told, like Singapore में ऐसा करते हैं, can't we do it? Just a second. Like Singapore में ऐसा करते हैं, हमारी गवर्नमेंट ऐसा कर लेती, like US में if they follow all the rules, can we just copy it? It doesn't work like that. There are very other factors, like government earn through taxes, what government also earn through their national resources. There are many geopolitical politics going on, and government always works for the people, so they have to look about the demographic of a country, like how exactly, like what laws will benefit the people. They have to look into a lot of factors and then decide something. It's not that easy to implement just like Singapore में जो करते हैं यहाँ पे कर दो, we will be developed, ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हैं. So it takes time, but yeah, we are on a we are on a very good path. If you see the charts, like we are developing really good, like our GDP is growing well, and we are also exporting more and more every year. We are doing great in IT sector, we are doing great in metal sectors, so in chemical sector too. So yeah, we are developing slowly, but it takes time. We are developing as a country, as an India. We can't compare it with other countries directly. So it's very complicated. Like all these stuffs are very complicated. So yeah, you should read about it basically.
Yeah, if there are no further questions, we can call it a day. Anyway, okay. If anyone has any question, this is the last call. If you raise your hand right now, I'll ask you a question. I'll give you the opportunity to ask a question. After this, we will be closing because we have all our panelists have not had dinner yet. So okay, and there are some few things in our society to be done. All right. So Rohan, final question.
Sir, I am thinking that our government need to take strict actions about education. Education is just free for 12th.
Take strict actions against what?
Sir, our government need to take strict action against people who don't want to girls need not to study, and our government also makes rules and regulations about every children's compulsory to read.
Sir is telling that, sir, every student should study or else they should take strict action, sir.
That is not the way it goes, right? You can't punish everyone who does not study, right? Studying is something that is voluntary. You are doing it because you want to. It's necessary for your survival. It is, but there's no one to force you to study. That's the thing. People study because they want to become better people in life. They want to become humans. You become human only when you're educated. There's no difference between an animal and a person if he does not know how to live, right? He does not know the ways to live, right? That's the reason why education is important. If the government will do nothing if you don't study, it's all right. You study, if you don't study, you're just ruining your own future, right? There's nothing that you are affecting if you're not studying, right? Yeah.
And it is not like that government is not putting efforts. Like government is putting efforts, government is investing money on government schools which teach for free. Government is putting effort in midday meal so that students can come to school, students join school. So government is putting their effort, and there are several NGOs in India who are also making a change and making making children to go to school, educating them. So yeah, there is the effort being put in by the government. It's not like that we are not doing anything. But the point is, as I'm telling it again and again, it will take time. Okay, if you read about the government, they are putting effort. They have created new education policy in which it is termed that education is a basic right for every citizen of India. They are putting effort to put people in school. They are if you go to any remote area of India, you will find a government school there. Yeah, I know that the quality might not be that good right now, but they are putting effort. So it's a slow process, and wait, like when you grow up, I hope it will be improved. And also, like individually, you also can motivate your younger ones or everyone whom you know to study, and you know.
Yeah.
So
Thank
I
you,
think
sir.
it's yeah. So I think you can leave.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I would like to say something.
Yeah, sure.
First of all, I would like to thank the entire team of GYWS for coming up with such a enriching session, and it has really enriched our young minds with the knowledge of finance. Secondly, coming to the presentation was absolutely well made. It was kept concise and precise, and the doubts were handled really well. You were really patient. I saw that the females who took part in it, the males who took part in it, they were really patient with the doubts. It generally happens that doubts, as it's like we just leave the doubts, we are scared of them. So the doubts were handled with real patience and very confidently. And one thing I like the most about the PPT is the use of humor. Like there were memes kept in between, which really kept our senses alive, and we were not distracted by something else. It always kept our minds into this program. And thirdly, I really enjoyed this program, and it was really nice to see also to see the females participating in this. It was really nice to see them seeing such participation. They really spoke well, and they explained the topic, their parts really well. So it was really nice to see them. Thank you so much.
Sir, I am again thankful to all teachers. They gave us knowledge.
Yeah, thank you so much for these kind words, people. It really means a lot.
Thank you so much, even each and everyone, for this workshop. I really, really appreciate it from my
Yeah.
bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. There's only if you really like this workshop, there's only one thing we'll ask you to do. Like, please spread this thing into your friends that GYWS conducts such workshops. They do like such initiatives. They have such initiatives, so that next time when you come, you can bring in more friends. So that we can spread we can have a bigger curve of bigger circle of knowledge, right? So please, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you, sir.
And yeah,
I like this workshop, but it was based on a unique topic, sir. You wanted to spread about finance all across India, sir. I like the topic, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's
sir.
our pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye, sir. Have a nice day. Bye, ma'am. Have a nice day.